I have done about 1,300 deliveries as a part-time Uber Eats delivery driver. Now, within those 1,300 deliveries that I've completed, I would say about 35 to maybe 40 times I have had to contact support one way or another. Now, I commonly see amongst my YouTube channel comments from individuals stating that every time they go and contact Uber Eats support, they're not getting any help whatsoever. Now, I'm not going to say that contacting customer service versus chat versus over the phone, that one is essentially better than the other. But I will say this: people take us more seriously when we call them. So when it comes to contacting Uber Eats support, I never chat with Uber. First of all, when you're chatting with Uber, they can't tell if you're trying to be polite and energetic or you're in a bad mood and you're going to give them a hard time. So they treat everybody neutral across the board. And I can remember to when I used to do customer service, especially by chat, it is very easy to do a copy-paste format for every single one of your customers. But if you want to get down to business and get the proper support that you need from Uber Eats, you have to go through phone calls. And I know it's a nuisance, especially if you have to wait 20 minutes on hold. Luckily, on average, I will say this, I've never had to wait more than about 3.5 minutes to reach them. Now, speaking to a supervisor has been different because then they have to put me on hold. They have to explain to the supervisor the situation. They got to wait a little bit more because they got nothing else better to do. But then eventually they come back to me. But when it comes to contacting support directly over the phone, it's never taken me more than 3.5 minutes to get through to a care agent. Now, there are different things that care agents can and cannot do. So I will say this: even though I will always say call over the phone, if you are calling for compensation or money, you're going to be waiting a little bit longer because your only source of compensation will be coming from a manager. You will always have to keep in mind that if you're going through Uber Eats support and there's money involved, they cannot give more than $3 at a time. You also got to keep in mind that if you're going through support and you're calling them, they have a payment department, they have an app technical support department, they have standard customer service department. So you might get the runaround to many different departments, but I do find 90% of the time they can get the job done faster than going through chat. So when it comes to contacting Uber Eats, which methods should you go by? In my opinion, you should definitely go by phone call. I know it's annoying. I know you're going to wait longer, but you're going to get more end results. If you go through chat, especially if you're looking for money, never look through money through chat. That's going to be automatically denied. You can copy paste that message through and through. It's very easy to copy paste and say, no, I can't give you more money, or I've given you the maximum that I can do. But when you're hearing the sincerity in my voice and then I say transfer me to a supervisor, all of a sudden the money talk changes. So if you're going to talk about money, never go through the chat support team, always go over the phone. But in general, in my opinion, if you're going to have to contact Uber Eats support for help, always call them first.